Let's get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. We got Joe Rogan being accused of stealing a joke from Brendan Schaub. That's right. Why would anyone steal a joke from Brendan Schaub? I'm not saying he's not funny, but everyone else does. So why would that happen? Well, I'm going to show you the joke that he's accused of stealing. That's not even the craziest part. The craziest part is who's calling it out. Carlos Mencia was on an interview, Vlad TV interview, and he decided to call out Rogan. He dug himself up from the rubble and enchiladas to be like, Joe, because you know he still hates Joe. They have a relationship like Trump and Rosie O'Donnell. Joe has become Trump, Carlos is Rosie O'Donnell, and he just hates him with a passion. He has JDS. Definitely has Joe derangement syndrome, 100%. I'm going to show you the joke right now, and then we're going to get into some other stuff. Let's go.
His Netflix special, Burn the Boats.
I'm the opposite. I wish I was gay. It looks way easier.
My life would be so much easier if I was just gay as shit at night with each other.
Which Mencia finds...
Now, that's the joke. That's the joke. Very quick, right? So basically, it's a joke. Joe says in his new special about wishing that he was gay. And Brendan in Gringo Poppy made the same type of joke where he was saying, yeah, I wish it was gay, how much easier it would be because it's all dudes, can't get pregnant, blah, blah, blah. It's I'm saying it real quick, but it's a interesting premise, you know? I don't ever think of that because I like ladies, but, you know, to each their own, But that's the joke. Now let's get into Carlos Mencia actually calling this out, and then I'll give you a little hint of what I think. There's my boy Too Lazy to Try right there. He made a video about this as well. Check this out.
He also just got accused himself, so.
Oh, he got accused of stealing jokes?
Well, you don't know that?
No.
Pull it up.
I'm about to pull it up.
Oh, seriously? You didn't know about this? I'm sorry to the one to bring it up, bro, but.
Well, the way this is laid out is failed comedian Brendan Schaub takes credit for a line that sounds familiar. Is it Brendan Schaub?
Oh, Brendan Schaub, there it is. But yeah, he got accused of stealing.
Yeah, Joe
Schaub's
Rogan
jokes.
steals Brendan Schaub's joke.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, this is what I didn't want. This is what, like, I thought, I don't want it to become this. You know what I mean? And so now I've had to tell people in my audiences sometimes.
This is the Netflix special.
Yes.
That's the way he did it.
The next special that he just did.
That he just did.
So,
okay.
Point being, like, the policeman of this, right? Policeman got caught with his hand in a cookie jar, if that's the case.
Wow.
And my point is that, like, whether what he did or didn't I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not getting involved in it. It's not my thing, but it's just like, this is what you started. This is what we started with all this bull. At the end of the day, my biggest fear, so to speak, came true, that this joke stealing stuff is going to be so prolific for everybody that it's going to just become every comedian is going to get accused of stealing jokes. And that's pretty much what's happening right now.
Oh, you know, it's not my place. I don't want to talk about it or anything like that. You know, I don't really care. But it is the only reason you have me on this interview. Oh, geez, Carlos Mencia. I say Mencia. I mix the Mencia and the Carlos Mencia. If you don't know, that's what they call him because he steals so many jokes and he's stolen so many jokes. But there you go. He's calling out Joe Rogan. I just have to say really quick. I'm just gonna let me just pull this back real quick. Just listen to this one more time. Just this part right here. Just listen to this.
I don't want it to become this. You know what I mean? And so now I've had to tell people in
Brendan Schaub's joke.
So this is what I didn't want. This is what, like, I thought, I don't want it to become this.
So the Kamala Harris of comedy. So the Kamala Harris of comedy. What are you saying? This is your buildup. You've had 17 years to hate Joe. It finally happened where you can call him out for the same thing. You're like, I didn't want this because, what? Hey, makes sense, man. You okay? Where's Tim Walz? This guy needs Tim Walz beside him or something. You all right? Word salad? This guy's a Kamala voter now. That's not fair. What's going on with this guy? He's okay? Oh, I love to see it. So bad. And I just got to do this one more time because we're cutting up Carlos a little bit. Listen. When I'm biased about Trump, buddy, I'm open about it. If I'm biased about Rogan, buddy, I'm open about it. I just want you to look at this part right here. Just right here. Is this
Failed
it?
comedian.
Oh, just right here. As soon as the guy starts saying it, look at his lips. Oh, God, just chomping. Oh, so ready to call out Joe Rogan. What are you doing with your lip? He's like, just pull up the article. You okay, bro? You all right? It's disgusting. Oh, my God. But he goes on a little more. I'm going to go to bat for my boy Joe over here, okay? But then we're going to cut him up a little bit, too. Don't worry about it. We're going to get to him. Now, listen to what else Carlos has to say about this whole thing, because he's really concerned. He doesn't care about Joe and what happened with the joke. He's concerned about the art. Oh, listen to this.
My biggest fear, so to speak, came true, that this joke stealing stuff is going to be so prolific for everybody that it's going to just become every comedian is going to get accused of stealing jokes. And that's pretty much what's happening right now. Every comedian is pretty much getting accused of this shit. And you know what it's actually doing? It's diminishing what we do. It's diminishing who we are as comedians. It's taking away the power, the beauty, the artistry of what we do. It's turning it into some really shitty, simplistic, oh, this guy can tell that joke. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. It's taken me sometimes years to perfect not just the joke, but the joke that I tell before, the joke that I tell right after, the joke in between, like to make the arch, to bring this 45 minutes to 1.5 hours of a beautiful movie. It's not that simple, and I hate that it's gotten there, and I hate that now because every comedian steals. Now every comedian is a simple joke thief piece of shit, and it has demeaned the art of what we do.
And Joe Rogan's
Art. The art, the beautiful movie that he makes. Oh, nothing makes me more upset than when a comedian talks about a set as a beautiful movie. I don't care what you think about stand-up, okay? You're not making a beautiful movie, okay? I don't even like when they call it art. I don't like it. That's like if a podcaster came up to me, he's like, just the art that we do, when we're in front of camera, I'd be like, bro, get out of here. Leave my presence, please. You kidding me? This is not art. No offense. I paint. I got paintings all around. I've interviewed painters. I don't see this as art. I see this as fun. This is a fun time. But that's Carlos's real concern. His real concern is, he's like, it's so funny how he's talking. He's like, man, that's not how it works. It's taken me years to just take one guy's joke essay and then take another guy's joke who's like black and then take a white guy's joke and make it all Mexican with a little bit of beans in the middle. Oh my God. You know how hard that is, essay? I'm so sorry for the accent. I know my name's Ned and I'm actually German, but I've been Carlos for so long. I love that he doesn't talk like that, and that's the impression I'm doing of him. If he ever sees it, he's gonna be like, I don't talk like that. What's this guy's problem? He's gonna be like, why is he doing hard Mexican accent with me? I don't talk like that. That's like someone imitating me and be like, yo, Coach Colin in the house. I don't care. But yeah, that's his main concern, is that now because of him being accused of stealing jokes almost 20 years ago, more than half of my life, more than some people's whole lives. Because that happened, oh, now it's, oh, look, I knew this would happen. If they just let me keep stealing jokes, it would have been fine. But now look, oh, people are getting called out for stealing jokes. Oh, comedy's in disarray now. Get out of here. But here's the thing with this whole thing. Brendan Schaub has a joke. And I know that's a weird sentence to hear. I know. And Joe Rogan has a joke, and they're similar jokes. But here's the thing that Too Lazy to Try missed, and everybody who's making these videos, you guys missed this. Brendan Schaub and Joe Rogan were very close when Brendan made that special. Okay? And they both had the same joke. You got to understand, this is a joke about realizing how great it would be to be gay with one of your close friends. Who's to really say who invented this joke? When Brendan Schaub maybe thought of it while he was sitting with Joe Rogan and he said, hey man, it would be great if I was gay, Baba. And Joe was like, wow. I never even thought of that. Interesting. And he's just like, because you couldn't get pregnant, I couldn't get pregnant. And the next thing you know, the DMT smoke's flowing. The elk meat is everywhere. They're playing Quake because Joe loves Quake. And they just start making love to each other, And who owns the joke at that point, right? It's kind of both of theirs because they probably made it up together. I'm not that good of a comedian. I just go with the guys are gay part. That's what I like. That's the meat and potatoes to me, ladies and gentlemen. They're gay. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course. But who knows who came up with that first? If Brendan came up with it first and then Joe actually took it from Brendan, well, then that shows that Joe actually listened to Brendan's special. And I don't think he did. I'm just being real. Did you? I didn't. I very much didn't. I actually avoided at all costs. That's me. I don't know about everybody else. Oh, and then in that joke, I was supposed to say Brian Callen was filming them having sex. I was supposed to say that. I forgot about that part. I just threw it in there. Yeah, I've had way too much time to think about this whole thing, guys. But there you go. I mean, the whole review of Joe's special was a lot of people saying that there were jokes that were similar to other people's jokes. And, I guess that's part of Carlos's point, saying that, oh, now people get accused left and right. But it's also because back in the day, you'd hear somebody's set, you'd have to sit and hear another person's set, and you rarely saw everybody on TV or on a screen. It's only happening more now because we have the internet, we have YouTube, we have TikTok clips, we have Instagram clips. So of course people are getting accused left and right. And it's fine because if it prevents someone like Carlos from stealing people's jokes that are like small time and destroying their careers, because it's hard to come up with another set sometimes. Like that's what he was doing. He was really harming a lot of comedians. If it prevents that, I think it's a good thing. I mean, the argument that, oh, me being called out for stealing jokes is now making it so everyone gets called out and that diminishes the art form. Doesn't even make sense. That's why I called him Rosie O'Donnell at the beginning of this. Because he's just deranged. Like, what are you talking about? And also, you got to understand, a lot of people, we feel like we can say whatever we want about Joe, and we can, but he's out of our stratosphere, guys. It's done. He had FU money when he started the podcast, and FU money is when you're not beholden to a company. And now he has FFU money, which means that now he's not even beholden to his own audience. He can do whatever he wants. We all know who we want him to interview, right? Say it with me. Donald Trump, of course. And every single day he's like, huh? Who do you guys want me to interview? And we're like, Trump. Donald Trump, please, sir. And he's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson? And we're like, no, what the no, that's not, we didn't say that. We said Donald Trump. And he's like, you want Sean Ryan? And we're like, "Ugh, that's okay, I guess." We're like, but can you interview Donald Trump? And he's like, you want to hear a conversation about meteors? Or how about chimps? And we're like, no, please, Donald Trump. He doesn't have to listen to us anymore. He's out of this stratosphere. 2 more Spotify deals, and this guy's a billionaire. So Carlos can say whatever he wants. We can say whatever we want. It's done. Look, he's making this face all the way to the bank. Can't say anything to Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? But and here's the thing. I just think that he didn't, like, why would you steal a Brendan Schaub joke? It's not, he doesn't have good jokes. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm confused about the whole thing. But the fact that Carlos Mencia is back, oh man, back in Jabba the Hutt form is just alarming to me. And that above everything is just like, this is crazy, you know? And I swear, I'm being so serious now. I'm talking to the fan base here. If he interviews Carlos before he interviews Trump, I'm going to smash my computer screen. Hey, I'm not a violent person. I'm going to smash it out of principle, okay? I'm just saying. I'm going to take it to a field like that movie, and I'm going to get a baseball bat, and there's going to be 90s hip-hop playing, and I'm just going to smash my computer. I hope that's not what happens next. I'll be pissed. So pissed. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Other than that, I'm out.